Did you know our specialty is custom ordered upholstery? Get the furniture you want and the fabric and color selection you want. With our free design service, we won't let you make a mistake.
Turn it up!
Friday night, August 22nd, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi tag teams with Memphis Wrestling to raise money for St. Jude. Join us at the Tupelo Super Show. Reserve your seat at memphiswrestling.tv. Back when I feel like
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather at 10. I'm meteorologist Gabe Maynor, and a hot day. Finally getting some relief overnight as those temperatures cool off after sunset. But hey, it's going to be another hot one heading into our forecast tomorrow. That's one of the things that we're tracking here in the Room to Room Weather Center is the heat. Can't be beat. It's just sticking around in that forecast, especially over the next 48 hours or so. We do have some limited rain-cooled relief that will be in our forecast heading into tomorrow afternoon, but limited is the key word because not everyone going to be experiencing those showers, and that long-range temperature outlook, it looks a lot better. And we're definitely excited about that forecast and just excited to be with you guys here on Mississippi Live Weather at 10. We thank you for tuning in and wanting to know the latest on that forecast and trusting us with all of your weather information. Looking at that first 12, let's go ahead and assess those first 12 hours. 11 p.m., 80 degrees, cooling off overnight. Cooling off is a relative term because we're only dropping down into the mid-70s. So still a muggy start to the day, and that sunshine we're having early hours of our Tuesday will warm us up nicely. 80 degrees by 8, 91 already by 11 a.m. I mean, guys, it's going to be hot and it is going to be muggy. So please stay hydrated and, of course, find ways to stay cool. Let's assess what we're seeing across the area right now. 77 in Amory, that dew point right around that same value. So we talk about dew point. The air can't cool off beyond that dew point. So whenever that threshold is set at 77, it requires that dew point dropping in order for our temperatures to drop. So Amory, probably not looking too much different than where we're sitting at currently for our forecast tomorrow morning. It's the unfortunate part of the muggy forecast that we have. Crenshaw, similar conditions, feels like 82, but actual temperatures coming in around 79. Dew point a little bit lower, so some more cooling taking place overnight. So for you guys, it's not going to be 79 tomorrow morning, so take your blessings where you can. Mabon, 79 dew points, right around that same value. So humidity being at 100%, a big driver in that forecast and just keeping the heat and mugginess around. Let's look at those rainfall totals across the area because we did have some rain-cooled relief today. Some of those rainfall totals that we're talking about down there towards Chula, there towards Holmes County, 1.7 inches, some isolated areas right around an inch, a half inch to an inch, should I say. But just zooming things out, you can definitely see where the bulk of the rain showers lie. I'm going to clear this off the screen. And you can see further down south, well, actually, I think this is dual pole. So it's only going to show the Monroe County radar. We had a lot of rain down there towards Jackson, but really across the area, except for North Mississippi, except for that isolated area. But looking at our radar right now, where we currently sit is in clear air mode. Clear air mode meaning it's not raining across the area. So those dry conditions continue to persist here in North Mississippi and will be the case overnight and into the start of our Tuesday. So let's expand things out and we can talk about where those rain chances happen and kind of assess that in more detail. I told you it rained down in Jackson. It actually rained everywhere south of there as well. Alexandria, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, getting those isolated to scattered showers across the region this afternoon. Here in North Mississippi, we had those pop-up showers, but primarily moved south and west of us, so not getting a large batch of moisture. I'm going to take things out even more because I feel like we need to assess a lot of things that are happening across the area. Maybe not that much, but we can probably go about there and get the message we need to say. Aaron continues to move closer and closer to Florida, but fortunately, the path that we talked about earlier on, extending up the Atlantic at this point, still probably around that track right there. So the primary areas that are close to being affected is right at that Virginia, North Carolina coastline. Tropical storm watches are in effect from some of those winds that will be gusting on the outer bands of Aaron, but currently still a Category 4 hurricane, a beast of a storm, and will continue to remain right at that strength as it moves up the Atlantic coast. Now this frontal boundary is a big driver in that forecast, because as Aaron moves north, that front will kind of carry this the system and move it further out there towards the northeast. So a big driver in that is usually when you have these frontal boundaries that kind of drives those tropical systems where they need to go. So fortunately for us, driving it away from the United States and keeping it well clear of our area. But there's another system that we need to watch for us here in North Mississippi, and it's going to be this low over around the Iowa, Minnesota, and Illinois area. What this is going to do, actually Wisconsin, apologies there. But what this is going to do is have this frontal boundary on the back end of it that pushes further southeast. And whenever that gets close to us, because I'm going to draw these arrows and then expand things out one time so you can kind of see it and get a visual, I mean, we're not too far away from this. Looking at that measurement from the closest point of that frontal boundary, we're about 550 miles. So over the next 48 hours or so, seeing that front push further into our area, giving us better chances of rainfall, but also better chances of cooler weather. That's why that temperature outlook in the long run looks 10 times better from where we sit at right now. Or that might just be my brain saying that, because it's hot and I don't like the hot weather, as we've been seeing. So let's zoom back here to North Mississippi and get a better idea on those rain chances towards tomorrow morning. 3 a.m. still a very dry forecast, and you look, 6 a.m. clear conditions across the region. So a beautiful commute for all of our teachers and students, or even if you're getting an early start on the work day, I mean, it's going to be a great start for you. But if you head out further in the morning, or even by 9, 10 o'clock, that sunny sky will still be in place for our Tuesday morning. So no matter what time you leave, you have a fantastic forecast ahead. Lunchtime, a little bit of that cumulus and cirrus cloud cover starts to move in, and those cumulus clouds, those puffy cotton ball-like clouds, if they get any of that lift, well, that could produce one of those isolated showers. Those chances really start to push in by about 3 o'clock on our Tuesday, and then extend into the evening as well. One of the things we'll be tracking here in just a moment. So it's just going to be that extended forecast. But the next 24 highlights when those rain chances kick in. I have upped it just a little bit for a couple of hours towards tomorrow evening. Models trending a little bit more moist. That's going to be about 6, 7, 8 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. But then the rest of that time, mid to late afternoon, about 20% coverage. So we'll be tracking that forecast and tracking how long that sunshine sticks around for. And the big thing we'll be talking about, temperatures. 99 degrees tomorrow afternoon. Going to be a toasty one, but better forecast moving forward. One of the things we'll be talking about here in the next 60 seconds, of course, I mentioned rain chances, but also those temperatures, just how long that heat sticks around for, and just when the relief will move in. All of that coming up here on Mississippi Live Weather in the next minute. You know what? Might need to click back on.
For more than 100 years, First Choice Bank has provided dedicated community banking to North Mississippi. The banking products and services you need when you need them. At First Choice, you're our priority. Make First Choice your choice for banking.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Right now, from the Mississippi Live Weather Center, here's meteorologist Gabe Maynor.
Now we know football season is right around the corner, and so teams all across North Mississippi are getting ready for that season. They had to meet the Devils over there in Boonville this afternoon, should I say evening, and my wife submitted this beautiful picture there of the sunset at Meet the Devils. They pushed it back to 7 p.m., hoping to evade the heat, and I think they did exactly that. Got some cooler temperatures, especially as that sunset. I mean, cooler temperatures move in right behind it, so a great start there, and I know all across the region, we're just so ready for football. But the heat's got to be drawn back just a bit if we're really going to enjoy that. So a big thank you to Weather Watcher Bean, Weather Watcher Miss Maynor. Always enjoy getting to see your pictures. And Colburn there in Tupelo submitting this picture of the sunset. I mean, it is a great shot there. The PetSmart right there at the bottom right of your screen, kind of adding an element. I think it adds some of that LED light to it. It looks great. The red, blue paired with those orange, yellow, and blue skies. That's a great shot. So thank you to Weather Watcher Colburn over there in Tupelo. And if you have any Weather Watcher pictures, please submit them. I mean, sunsets, that's what's right now, but even some isolated showers tomorrow afternoon going to give us some great shots of some of those towering cumulus clouds. So submit those. We love to see them, and there's so much to assess even from just a picture of a blue sky. Speaking of picture outside, Edinburgh coming in 79 degrees, feels like 82, so that moisture is still playing a part in our forecast like we were talking about earlier. North Mississippi Storm Chasers, big thank you to you guys for allowing us access to these cameras, just being able to see the skies and get a visual of what's taking place. 79 degrees in Oxford feels like 82, and that dew point, big driver in that forecast. How much do we cool off tomorrow morning? Well, dew point has all to say about that, so hopefully that draws back just a bit so our temperatures draw back as a result. Mississippi Live Weather Radar over the last 2 hours showcases a dry forecast, and we've been experiencing that all across the region for the late, or should I say early evening hours. So not a bad forecast if you're going to meet the Devils or if you're meeting anyone out this afternoon. A great forecast. A lot of those rain chances primarily along the coastal regions. A lot of that just being pushed south as a result of that northern wind. So that's a good thing for our forecast for some of those dry conditions, but it is going to set the scene for a toasty forecast moving forward. Here's a look over the past 24 hours. I adjusted this so we can see all the rain chances now, where those rain showers have been in primarily Jackson, Macomb, Natchez, all the way south there towards Baton Rouge, Oakdale, Alexandria. I mean, you name it, Louisiana got it more than likely when it came to rain chances. North Mississippi, of course, on the drier end of that scale and remains to be on the drier end of that scale moving forward. Drop off tomorrow morning, 76 degrees, lunchtime 91, and Last Bell 98 degrees. Now, it doesn't show it on here, but Last Bell will have some isolated showers popping up around the region, so have that rain gear ready as you pick up your kids from school or as you wrap up that work day, just to be on the safe side and not have to deal with any of those pesky rain showers. Now, sunshine for the early half of the day. I mean, it is going to be a beautiful day up in the sky, but it's only beautiful if you're looking inside the air conditioner, because if you're outside experiencing it, trust me, it won't take you about 5 minutes before you start sweating. So Futurecast overnight showcases those clear skies, so it's just setting the scene to a beautiful start to our Tuesday morning. Some isolated cloud cover out there towards Alabama and Arkansas, but we're right in the threshold, sandwiched between the clouds and sunny skies. So as we head out the door, mild start to the day, low to mid 70s across the region, some upper 70s popping up, Greenville as well as South Haven. So that's what I'm talking about. When that dew point doesn't pull back enough, well, of course, low temperatures don't get pulled back either. So that's where you get that more muggy start to the day, or should I say warmer start to the day. Tuesday morning stays on the drier side and stays on the clear side, and that continues to be the case even by late morning and towards those lunch hours. So lunch plans, if you can handle the heat, definitely get out there and enjoy it. But I know it's going to be toasty no matter where you're at, already in the low to mid 90s by noontime on our Tuesday. We keep it going into the afternoon, and here's where we get those isolated rain chances popping up. Now, 3 p.m., that's why I said only 20% coverage, not very high on that coverage, and some of our model runs pulling back on those earlier hour time frame. But by 5, 6, 7 o'clock, that's where we start to see those chances increase. I upped it to about 30% by 6 p.m. Now, this is not indicative of 30%, but what it does show me is there's more moisture in the atmosphere, and model run after model run has been indicating that. So we upped it just a bit on those rain chances, but still it's battling an uphill battle that will prevail in some parts, but I know a lot of us are going to be disappointed at not getting those rain showers tomorrow afternoon. High temperatures, triple digits out there in the Delta still with 102 Clarksdale, Greenwood, Belzona, Greenville. Further out east, upper 90s, 99 Boonville, or 99 Tupelo, 96 Boonville, 95 Red Bay, and 96 there towards Iuka. So hot no matter where you're at, but some areas better than others. I know folks out west would definitely take a 95-degree forecast. Heat indices take everyone over that triple-digit threshold, with 105 showing up on the northeast half of the state, and then looking out west, 110 plus. So heat warnings, extreme heat warnings will continue to remain in place. So that's why we say, please stay hydrated and please stay safe. Heat is a deadly form of weather. We don't want anyone falling ill to those. So looking at that forecast overnight, some of those showers do try to remain. Now, this is a bit of a stretch. We're not seeing showers by midnight. We could see a few of those pockets of showers, probably tracking those by Mississippi Live Weather at 10 tomorrow evening, but we're talking about 1, and even that's a little bit of a stretch on those rain chances. So Wednesday, towards our early morning hours, here's a look at that front, and that front is a big driver in our forecast, and that's that big blue thing at the top of your screen that's starting to enter into the forecast. You can see it a little bit better by 9 o'clock. You look along that front, and that's basically a forcing mechanism to drive some of these cumulus clouds and drive some of that muggy weather into the sky and produce some of those towering clouds. That'll be enough of a lifting mechanism to produce a few of those pop-up showers and storms. It's going to be our our best chances of moisture as we head into our Wednesday, so definitely tracking that on the extended forecast, especially towards our afternoon. Watch how rain chances really just pick up there by 4, 5, 6 o'clock with a few of those heavier showers right along that frontal boundary. Now, this is going to be our best threat for rainfall, but still not overly high. We're only talking about 40% coverage, which could possibly be up to 50, something we're watching in that extended forecast. Again, an uphill battle this time of year when it comes to rain chances. High temperatures, though, already taking effect from that cooler air, from that rain-cooled air. A few triple digits popping up further south and west, 100 Greenwood, Belzona, and Greenville. But you look at some locations, 93 Red Bay, 93 Boonville, 94 Corinth, and further south there towards Winston County, 94 around Louisville. So rain-cooled air definitely playing a part in that forecast, and we're going to literally soak up every second we can with those rain chances. Heat indices. It's such a joy seeing double digits on this. I didn't think I'd be saying that at this point, but 99 Oxford, 98 Holly Springs shows that rain-cooled air definitely playing a part in our forecast Wednesday. But if you don't get rain or you don't get a lot of rain, well, the mugginess is still going to play a part and up those temperatures to 105 plus, probably seeing those heat advisories be extended. As of now, those heat advisories basically in place for I-55 and further out east, I-55 west, extreme heat warnings, and that's in place through our Tuesday around 7 o'clock. I do expect them to be continued, so don't think that's the end of the heat, because as you can see, temperature-wise on Wednesday, still around 97 degrees around average for North Mississippi. But beyond that, just go ahead and bring the smile to your face, because 92 Thursday, 91 by Friday, and I'm going to step aside from the real sight, and that is 88 come Monday. Now, it's 6-7 days out, so it's a bit of a ways away, but definitely the fact that we're talking about 88 degrees is a great sign going forward. And another indicator of that is the fact that our heat indices are being drawn back. This is that 105 line, and you can see we're well above 105 for Tuesday, around 105 for Wednesday, but already dropping back to the double digits for a lot of locations Thursday and Friday. Saturday, Sunday, right around 95 as well. And then Monday, really being pulled back, that drier air being forced in. A result of that, or a cause of that, is another frontal boundary that's pushing through this weekend. Some isolated chances of rainfall there for Saturday, but dropping our temperatures for Sunday, for Monday, and really making it feel so much drier. I mean, look at the low, 68. Guys, it's going to feel like a little fake fall. Don't fall for it. It's Mississippi. We're probably going to have summer again. But the fact we're getting some of these conditions is definitely something that we will take and soak up every second of. So that forecast, make sure to stay on the drier side for the next couple of days with those isolated chances lingering. But of course, stay as cool as you can. It's going to be a toasty one for the next several days. I wanted to take a look at your guys' comments and make sure I'm not missing anything. Deborah, I appreciate that. He is a stud. And I'm so grateful for him that he was able to do that. Debbie talking about, worried about granddaughter living in Columbia, South Carolina. So the storm is not moving inland. That's something we'll say. So it's really going to be coastal regions that are affected by some of those tropical storm force winds. So we're watching that in that extended forecast, and we'll have a better idea of it heading into our forecast tomorrow night. So of course, make sure to stay tuned here. Mississippi Live Weather at 5, 6, and 10. I know it's all the way out east, but we'll still be talking about it here in Mississippi. Thank you guys so much for everyone just around the area watching. I really do appreciate it. Kimberly, 99% rain tomorrow. I wish, right? That would be a dream. So well, we just appreciate you guys joining us and staying with us, and of course wanting the latest on that forecast. And you can always tune into the forecast, like I was saying, with the free app on your screen, iOS and Android. That's free to download right now. So go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen. I'm just going to get back on here because I love pointing at it. iOS and Android. So go ahead and head to the App Store today. Roku, search Mississippi Live, and you have that as well. And we're just overwhelmed by the amount of support that you guys have provided us, and we can't thank you enough. We just hope that you guys are getting all the weather information you need, and thank you for all the feedback you guys have been giving us. Email us info@msliveweather.com. You can send us any requests that you guys aren't seeing on air, or if you want anything added to the website, the app, we'll do our best to accommodate for that. So we again cannot do this without you guys, and we thank you so much for being a part of it. 5, 6, and 10 tomorrow evening. We cannot wait to see you guys there for the very latest on that forecast, the very latest on Aaron, and the very latest on that recent tropical disturbance. All of that coming your way here on Mississippi Live Weather.
Your family deserves the most beautiful smile possible. At Tupelo Smiles, we use precision dentistry and advanced technology to make visiting the dentist an amazing experience. relationship-based comprehensive care. Come discover the difference at Tupelo Smiles.
If you're facing a DUI charge, every decision matters. At the law office of Andrew W. Stewart II, we provide a skilled defense to protect your record, rights, and future. Call today or visit drewstewartlaw.com. Your future is worth defending.